Welcome back, everyone. We're going to be solving LeetCode 28, find the index of the first occurrence in a string. So we're given two strings, needle and haystack. We need to return the index of the first occurrence of needle and haystack, or -1 if the needle is not part of our haystack. So given the haystack sad but sad and the needle sad, we would return 0 because sad occurs at index 0 within our haystack. So in order to solve this, we are going to be using 2 pointers, right? We will say left and right will be initialized to 0, where left is 0, and right will be initialized to the length of our needle -1. So we are initializing our pointers to the first position in our needle and the last position in our needle. So what we're going to do is loop through our haystack with these pointers, and we will do a string compare with the characters in our pointer. It's easier if I just show you. So we'll say while right is less than the length of our haystack, we want to say if the string, or the if the string in the haystack at these at our left and right positions, if that is equal to our needle, we can return our left pointer. Otherwise, if we break out of this, we'll return false. So we'll say if the haystack at the positions left to r+1, if that string is equal to our needle, we will return our left pointer. Otherwise, we will increment left by 1 and right by 1, right? Because if we're at, let's take example 2. If we're at LeetCode, we are at how many characters? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So LeetCode would end here, right? We don't just want to skip ahead 5 characters because, you know, maybe LeetCode starts at this second character. That's why we increment our left and right pointers by 1 at a time. So, and then if we ever exit this while loop, we can just return -1. Return -1. So let's run this. And it does pass both test cases, so we'll submit. Perfect, it runs. Time complexity is going to be O of n, looping through our haystack, touching all the characters at most one time. Space complexity is going to be O of n times m. So let's write this in here, n times m. Why? Because we are creating a new string every time we do this, and we have to do this an n number of times, right? Because every time we increment our left and right pointers, say we're taking example 1, we're looking for sad. Say we don't find sad, so we increment our left and right pointers by 1, so then we're comparing A, D, and B, right? We still have to create a string compare for this ADB, and then if we don't find it, we have to increment our pointers by 1 again. Then we have to create another string compare for DBU. That's why our space complexity in this case is going to be O of n times m. Alright, that'll do it for LeetCode 28.